Hey everybody, I hope your day's going well. As of time of recording, it's like 3 a.m. following the Ubisoft live stream, which was at 5 p.m. I didn't jump on to making a video about this because I really don't understand why Ubisoft was at E3 for it, or more specifically, For Honor was at E3 for the reveal. I feel like these announcements that they've made really would have been better suited for not E3. And for one, it feels like they felt the same way because the one big announcement that happened today wasn't at main stage. It was during the pre-show as a small mention. So I don't really understand why For Honor went to E3 to showcase this main stage. Maybe it's because they wanted to bring the star players in for tomorrow and the next 3 days here. So it wasn't a thing about main stage, and we're going to be seeing more stuff at the big event coming up here. As we do have 2 days of show matches with streamers and stuff, and I believe celebrities, so those should be pretty huge. But I don't think we're going to be seeing any reveals during those things. It just seems like if we were going to be getting a reveal or an expansion next year or anything major like that, it would have been main stage, because that's when everybody's watching. That's when the entire Twitch scene is watching. Literally Twitch as the channel Twitch was watching with like 180,000 people. Like, that's your big moment, main stage. If you want to hook people in, do it then. Whereas if they show off a reveal on the next couple of days, it's not going to get new players. It's going to get people who already care about For Honor. And I'm in a bit of a weird position because I wasn't really expecting much this E3. I was expecting to see a teaser for the Viking hero maybe, because it's main stage E3. And I was expecting Spectator mode. We got one of those two things. Which leads me to what we did get, is we have Spectator mode. It looks really cool. It's a wonderful reveal that they did. It has a great trailer. It was actually really funny first time I saw it. If you want to check out the full thing, I'll throw a link in the description. Beyond that, it's neat. It's kind of niche too. It's only going to affect the content creators and the competitive players, as it'll give you the ability to spectate matches. It does sound kind of fun as it'll integrate into playing. They mentioned that you'd be able to watch your friends play, so I'm thinking it's like on your friends list, you just go hit a button and you spectate, and that would be pretty cool. Maybe on top of that, we'll get replays or something like that. That would, again, be really cool. They didn't dive too deep into details, as it is just a short, I think, like 2-minute trailer, and it largely shows the thing working. So this will be a gradual rollout and not a immediate feature drop. So that makes me think that it has server-side backend, which replays would work for that. That is pretty cool if it is doing some server-side stuff, and that's why it needs to be rolled out slowly. That is wonderful. 2 thumbs up from me. But again, why E3? And this spectator mode wasn't even main stage, it was pre-show. So they had an interview with Luke Duchesne and Roman on a couch outside, and they talked for like 10, maybe 15 minutes, and they dropped that bomb of, we're going to be adding spectator mode. Neat of them to mention it, but then E3 main stage comes up right after that. For Honor was one of the last to be shown, and it's a event for the Hitokiri, similar to how we had a mid-season event for Vortiger, where we got new weapons, some paint symbols, some paint patterns, some battle outfits, that kind of stuff, some free content, along with an exclusive game mode for the event. That was the trailer that they showed at E3. They didn't really hype up the game, they didn't really explain what's happening in the trailer at all. It's a cinematic trailer that says, here's some fighting happening. For anyone who isn't familiar with the game already, this trailer really sucked. And I actually saw that live in the reactions from people who were watching it. If they didn't know that this was a For Honor event right off the bat, because it was about the right time for a For Honor event, they were pretty underwhelmed. So I don't know what the purpose was here. Why was this at E3? They didn't dive into what the event was. They didn't hype players up to go play the event, which they did with The Division, by the way. I just don't understand it. There wasn't a go out and play For Honor. There wasn't a hook for anybody. That said, the event is super dope. I've played a couple of rounds of it, and it's a fucking blast. I honestly think that they need to simply replace Skirmish with this game mode and make this a permanent addition, because it's just wonderful. It's kill confirm, where you have to stack up points for killing the enemy, and then you get breaking. I've had some wonderful swing matches where we end up getting destroyed in the first 30 seconds, and then we win at the end of like a 5 to 10 minute battle. It's just fun. It's a really good engaging mode, and it's disappointing to see that they're going to be removing it on the 27th. That this event will only be running for 2 weeks here. It's just a bit of a bummer. And the complete lack of For Honor news coming out of E3 is a bit of a bummer. I'm hoping that this is just an overreaction because we flew too close to the sun with our hype here, but I really don't see why they needed to be at E3. These seem like Warriors Done announcements where the people who already know about For Honor are getting news about For Honor, whereas people who don't know anything about For Honor continue to not know anything about For Honor, and we get no new player base, we get no new fresh blood, and oh man, I just don't know. It's a bummer. So from there, let's pick up spirits a little bit, just a smidge. And oh man, if you haven't played the event yet, go play it. This game mode is amazing, and the trailer that they dropped for it is pretty damn good too. It is built around Hitokiri and the soul-eating aspect of her, which is exactly what you do in the matches. You kill soldiers, they will give you souls. You can kill an enemy who has collected souls, and you get half of them, or all of them if you execute them. If you simply down them, they can be revived and continue to use their half of the souls. And then you have 2 points on the map. This does take place only on the new Canopy map. So with that, you have 2 points on Canopy where you can go and stand in them. I'm not exactly sure how long. It's a fairly significant portion of time. But you stand in them, and when it fully completes, it will, for 1, give you a full health shield and fill your health. And for 2, it banks your souls permanently, so that they can't be removed from your character anymore, or more accurately, from your team, because it does remove them from your character. This does reset your feats, as your souls are directly related to which feats you have unlocked, which is actually really cool too, because if you go and run into a pack of soldiers, you will get your first 2 feats. Pretty dope. And then the first team to collect 1,000 souls on their team, either on the heroes or permanently banked, that team puts the other team into breaking. And then when you annihilate them, wipe out the team, that's victory. It's a wonderful game mode. It's pretty much just better skirmish, and it's fun. I'm really hoping that it doesn't die before the end of the event, because wow, this could legitimately give Dominion a run for its money. And the other thing is we have Spectator mode. This is, as I said, really a blessing that they gave us this. I really wish they would have hyped it up a little more. I'm thinking they're going to be doing that tomorrow and the next day with the show matches and showing off just how amazing the new Spectator mode is, but it's not the next 2 days yet, so we'll see. I haven't lost faith in them yet, but I'm slightly reserved after the showing that E3 had. If Spectator mode does include the ability to watch your friends just from joining in on the friends list, and this wonderful camera control that they've already shown off, so obviously it'll include that, right? This is going to be a wonderful feature, especially for content creators on console or people with AMD graphics cards where they can't use Ansel. These will be live and animated too, whereas Ansel usually pauses the game, so you can capture really stunning moments from great camera angles. And on the plus side, and additionally, you can finally have a 4v4 Dominion tournament without people needing to stream their own versions of the game, giving us all 8 perspectives on a tournament cast. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to watch one of those. I've only seen 2 of them ever, and it's kind of frustrating having to watch a single person's perspective because you have to flip between streams. If we could get a spectator cam in here so that one guy who knows all 8 players and is able to flip through them for you could curate that match for us, that would be the best thing that could happen to competitive For Honor. Well, I suppose properly balancing the game would be the best thing, but you know, watching it. So that's my tired, rambling thoughts on the For Honor Ubisoft showcase at E3 today. Hopefully I didn't put you off with my rambling. This is completely unscripted and I'm very tired, but I wanted to record my thoughts now that I've gathered them a bit and had time to recover from just how bad the Ubisoft showcase was. Watch Dogs Legion looks pretty good though. So as always, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, or night I suppose. Some of you watch these anyway. And with that, I will see you in the next one.